Welcome to Fri-Yay Chit Chat with Aarti and Priya. The lady on the other side is Aarti and I am Priya. I just like
Hello,
to,
everyone.
yes, and I like to remind everyone that I am Priya and she is Aarti.
Yeah,
So,
I
guys,
think by now everyone knows that who's Priya and who's Aarti.
yeah, that's true. But what if somebody new, some new subscriber, they like to, let's intend more possibilities.
Yes, ma'am, as you say.
So, guys, thank you so much for your responses. We see more likes, more views, more subscribers, and we are very happy and encouraged to see that. So, let's not delay further, and we will quickly rush into our today's chit chat, which is a continuation of our previous chit chat, and we will again talk about money and manifestation. But this time, we will talk about how did we apply all we have learned in changing our financial reality and manifesting others in rest of the part of our life, right? So let's start. Aarti, would you like to start and would you like to share like how did you apply everything in your life?
Sure, Priya. And so, also in continuation to what last time what I said about, ask you shall receive, and the way I manifested money for my classes, two classes, which was like around a lakh and a half. Um, but after, so once I manifested this, it was not that I was totally in a comfortable space of spending. I always wanted to ask more. So I was working on the receiving part. So I did receive in terms of, I'm a professional. So I was getting unexpected hikes, unexpected promotions, videos and everything. So which was totally not, which I didn't even anticipate. But later on, when I reflected, I thought that it was always my ask to receive money, and money can be, I can receive in any forms. All of a sudden, I started receiving more gifts. I started receiving, like, in terms of clothes. I remember sometimes I'd asked you or other friend Nitya or someone else or my family or relatives, and they have brought me that dress. So it's a kind of receiving that I was more open to. So uh, when we talk about receiving money, it's not only about cash. It's also include the gifts that we get, the money, the discounts, the free coupons. It's a combination of all those things. So yes, by the time I knew that, I have opened my space for receiving. Also, I never wanted to have one source of income. Like I always wanted to have maybe one or more, maybe healing or whatever that was. So but I think there was a patch also where I was not working in terms of my classes and all, so I was keeping quiet. But however, though the limited number of times I conducted class last year, but last year rather, but I knew whenever I had announced a class, I got students. So the kind of relation that I developed with universe, like you ask and I'm ready to give you, but are you willing to ask for more? Because there's always, we also as an individual get so much uncomfortable. Like all of a sudden, if I demand 1 crore in your bank account, you will go like crazy because we're not comfortable with that amount of money, right? However, if I give you like something which you can imagine, or which like a 5 lakh or 10 lakh or whatever, which you are comfortable with, then you are okay. But beyond that is what I was working more. And yes, I did get it. May not, like, yes, I'm open to receiving more, but yes, whatever has happened so far is basically an energy shift which I did, of asking, of being willing to receive whatever I was getting, and acknowledging it at each and every step. So these are the things that I did to open and work on my receiving, right? And my same question to you, Priya, like I know you have also opened your receiving, not just professionally, but in various other fields, right? So our examples are different, but I think, yeah, the viewers will get both the perspectives, how they can apply these things to a professional life or otherwise as well. So Priya, would you like to share your examples as well?
Yes, yes, and that's actually a very good combination, Aarti, where just because one person is saying that this is how she or he manifested, they should not expect that it should be the same way. Both of our journeys, both of our receiving, both of our realizations are different, way different. And for talking about me, my first understanding of whatever I was receiving is only because I stopped judging the price tag of anything that I was buying. And when I'm saying I'm buying, it's not only just buying clothes. It's also when I go for a service. It is my maid asking more money. Anything. I always make myself believe that if somebody is asking an amount, that person consciously or subconsciously acknowledging what they are and what are they contributing for, right? When we are empowering to value us, we also need to understand the other person is also valuing themselves. So when you are empowering yourself and you are empowering that specific gesture of others, that's when the consciousness arises and it exponentializes, right? A very simple example was my maid, when I hired her 4 years back, and she knew that everybody negotiate and try to reduce the amount, and she already started asking me more, and she asked me 2000, and I said okay. And the kind of shift, the kind of face it changed in her, it was like so beautiful. Like she couldn't believe that such thing also can exist, that way you don't have to negotiate. But yes, she did get into a guilty trip that why did she ask me more? She's cheating, etc., etc. But I will not go into that, because that is something which, if she comes to me, I can empower her. But in turn, what I receive is, number one, I was completely aware that she was asking more. I'm paying more. So I don't have anything called, oh my God, she cheated on me. Oh my God, so she is taking so less money from others, but she's taking from lesser from me, because I was trying to understand ki whatever she's asking, can I pay that amount? It's not on behalf of what others are paying, right? And in return, till now, it's been 4 years, she takes care of me like anything. She makes sure that I eat. One day, if she doesn't see, like if she sees lesser utensils, she will ask whether I had food or not. My birthday, she gives me gifts. So that kind of relationship has built up. And she knows that, okay, I will never pay her less, or I will never, cheat her or do anything just because she's a maid. Such kind of receiving, such kind of, and these are also ways to receive abundance. Like imagine people changing their maids on and off, on and off, on and off, taking on my maid is not good, my maid is bad, they are taking miss. It's so difficult, and it's been 4 years. I can just give away the house to her, and she will do whatever is needed. Such kind of ease in life, right? So like that, I want to tell one more story where I have my massage therapist. She gives really amazing massage, and she will ask just for 1,500 bucks. And what I realized is, again, it's because I started acknowledging me and other services. I started realizing that her service is not worth 1,500. It has to be really, really more, double or more than that. And one day I was so happy, I gave her extra money and I told, listen, you deserve more. And she was so empowered. The next week she resigned from this job and she went and she joined somewhere else. I know it is a very discomfort for me because she was my regular therapist, but slowly what I understood is fine. I changed her world. I empowered her and she chose something. And in return, I have another therapist, her sister. She's also giving me amazing massage, and I realized that okay, when I'm empowering, it doesn't mean that I'm losing something. Okay, universe always will give me something else. That fear of loss is never there. So yes, so these are the ways. Once we start looking for in what way we can receive money, abundance, happiness, it it will show you which you have not even imagined into your life.
Yeah, I agree, Priya. So both the examples which you just said are a clear-cut examples of how just one single thought or how one single way of doing something for others can change your world and can change their world as well. It's so incredible. And like you just, it's and having no point of view about it.
Yes.
You are spending more, it's okay because you have, and that feeling that I am I able to spend that amount, I can I give that amount because I have that much, and still spending that particular amount and with no point of view, with no judgments and no expectation is like a truly remarkable thing to learn from you.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I was just thinking that have I done something similar for like a kind of empowering and all? I do not recollect that because yes, even the maids that we are also paying our maid more, but then there are days when I go into a feeling that she has not cleaned that because thoda I have like I just want everything to be perfect, but then at the end, what do I truly want? Is the question that I ask myself. Now, okay, again, Priya, one more thing that I like to mention. So, in around, I think 2 years back, or maybe 1.5 or something years back, um, I was planning to buy a home for myself, right? And we were searching, and then at that point in time, I did not have that much amount that I was be able to do the down payment of it, the first installment. And otherwise, I had planned to take loans and all those things while I was planning it on. But yeah, the initial amount wasn't there, and I was feeling so bad that I do not have this much amount in my bank. And like I just kept on asking, and within a span of I think 1.5 years maybe, I now have 5 times the amount that I had that point in time, right?
Wow.
And that realization actually, I think it came to me just couple of days back. And then I was like, oh my God, you are such a powerhouse manifestor, Aarti, that you just asked for it and you just allowed the universe. Like when I asked, I actually forgot because I was like, I was asking, I was receiving, I was acknowledging, but never had that feeling, okay, when will I get it? When will I do that? When? No, absolutely no questions at all. But then later, after some time, when I realized it, I was like, okay, now universe has given me like in abundance, and yes, I'm asking for more, right? But then yes, that feeling was truly amazing when you know that you have the power to manifest things. Uh, because at the end of the day, we all want abundance, we all look for money, but then having no point of view in either receiving or spending. So yes, couple of years back, I did have a lot of constraints when I was spending. Obviously, anyone would like to receive money, but when it comes to spending, I was not comfortable. And I think there were times when even when we used to shop a lot, someone will say, okay, you are shopping a lot, you're wasting too much money for eating outside, blah, 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 all those reasons. But right now, I'm like in a space like, okay, if I'm spending more, how can that be a contribution?
Yes.
The
Yes.
space of no judgment.
Yes. Actually, Aarti, the thing is that like if someone else would have been in your space, maybe me sometimes back, I would have said, oh yeah, yeah, I understand I have more money, but I have more places to spend also, so how is it magic? But the thing is that you are spending money because you are the acknowledgement of it is very, very important, which many of us miss.
Yes, acknowledgement and being grateful to it, right?
Exactly.
Because if you're not, then it's like a way. So only thing universe expects is the gratitude and acknowledgement of whatever it is giving to you.
Yes.
And let's say if I am giving something to you and you just keep it at the side without even acknowledging it or saying thank you, I would feel bad about it.
Yes.
Right? Irrespective, you like it or you don't like it is second. But even when I'm giving it to you, so imagine when universe is giving something, just because it doesn't have a physical appearance, it doesn't mean that we should not acknowledge or be grateful to it.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. And another thing is that whenever you are like I just told you sometimes back that not looking for the price tag, not looking for it. When you look at the price tag, you know, you always set up a place to the universe that this is what I deserve. Okay, and in return, when you expect something, like go for an interview and you expect some salary, or you are providing a service and you are asking some amount of money for your service, you will attract such people who will say, oh my god, you're so pricey, we cannot pay you this much, because you have told universe that this is what I do it, and attract such kind of energies, and you are also receiving this. So that's why if you really want things, people to acknowledge you, if you want people to pay you same as the amount of services or the work you are putting into, you definitely have to start from your end as well. Otherwise this doesn't work. I mean, maybe it might work for some people. I would not say it doesn't work, but for you, if it is not working, you cannot sit in the same place and say that, okay, for this person is working, for me, why it is not working, so I will not do. Because if you don't do, no one gets affected. It's only you. So it's your thinking. You want to fight this, or you want to come out to a place where you really put an effort of whatever it takes to shift what you are willing to look for. You know.
True, 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 so true.
So, Aarti, is there anything else? I think we have given enough example, and I think we have given a various different ways of example to look at if people are really really willing to change their life, right? Is there anything, any key that you would like to let them know before we wind up this call?
And I think in every call you have asked me this question, Priya, and in every call I've told something, whatever. So I think when you talked about the price tags and everything, for me it's more of like kind of an honoring thing to do. So if I am asking for that particular amount for, let's say, a class or something, because I know the kind of output that I'm going to give to you, and it's always more, because it's very difficult to uh, tell you in terms of money what can particular change in your life. So it's about honoring the work, or honoring the work that I do and translating that honoring as a price, right? So when we negotiate, irrespective for clothing, for food or something, in a way we are kind of dishonoring that particular thing, maybe an individual or the energy of it. So I think honoring the price of it, and obviously we all love discounts, right? So it's not that while getting discounts we are honoring, but then if we are still whatever we are, the lesser amount that we are paying, but the kind of honoring that you should be having will open up a lot of space for your receiving and spending.
Yes.
So honor, and I've mentioned previously about acknowledging it and being grateful about it. So I think these three things that I've practiced regularly and that has transformed my money reality, and I'm looking for more and more, because as and when I'm working on it, there are so many things that I know that I have to work on. It's just not limited to this, because There are a lot of point of views that we are going through, that we are working on. So yes, but then these are the I would say a beginner step, and I think the most strongest step that as an individual we need to learn and practice.
Very a beautiful thought, Aarti. And also, guys, on what cases do you negotiate? You only negotiate on those places where you think that okay, I'm superior than them, and I can just put them, demean them and put them down and negotiate. You don't go and negotiate to a supermarket. You cannot go and negotiate to a designer store. They will say you get out of the house of this store. But you will go and negotiate to a street hawker, or a place where there are chances for a negotiation. So you have to look into on what is the reason for your negotiation, where suddenly you start showing up your power and you start negotiating. And that's a very big topic. I don't think we can cover up right now. Let's see if we can cover up in future. So thank you so much, Aarti, for well, thanks to both of us. That
Absolutely, yeah.
So we have this series, and please keep sharing, liking. If you think this is an empowering, sharing these videos is the minimum thing you can do for someone. I'm sure this will bring up light for at least few people. That's what is our hope. And
Yes.
we will see you next Friday with another episode, and we will declare what is it next time with the new poster and the new reaction. So
And if at all you would like us to talk about something, or if you want to know our experiences in a particular area, please let both of us know. You can either comment on the YouTube channel or ping us separately if you have our numbers. We would be happy to explore those pieces for you if we have experienced, and if not, then we will have something to tell you even then. So yes, and this Fri-Yay Chit Chat is basically a kind of an acknowledgement journey for both of us, because while we are living each and every day, there are a lot of moments that we skip to acknowledge, or maybe we have acknowledged but forgotten. So it's kind of for us also going back to the memory lane and thinking what all things we have achieved in these 3 to 4 years. So thank you to all of you, because that's again a reminder to both of us at in how much we are in gratitude to all these years and all those days that we have spent on us.
yes. So thank you,
Okay.
everyone. See you next Friday. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Have a nice and happy weekend.
Yes. Bye.
Bye bye.